So very good morning students. So in the previous class, we were discussed about a dimensional formulas. See, I told you very clear the dimensional formulas. Let us actually we have a number of dimensional formulas. In that, at least we should remember very clear. I told you 15 to 20. If we remember 15 to 20, then it is very easy. That's what in the previous class we discussed about a 10 dimensional formulas. Once again, I'll continue the same because we should know the remain also. So you take a same tabular form, serial number, and here you take as a physical quantity, right? And the next one, formula for given this thing, right? So formula for the given physical quantity, take as a formula, that is the quantity of physical quantity, right? And here it is the dimension formula we should write here. And after that, unit, the unit must be in SI system. This is now we should write a continuation. See, कल जो मैं बोले थे इसका continuation, that is the next dimensional formula. Now I am giving you go with the next one. Actually कल अपन work energy we should did, right? Now I'll give you next dimensional formula. Suppose you take as a like some constants, okay, or otherwise I'll give you another one. You take as a surface tension. Surface tension. See, surface tension is nothing but you can say formula for surface tension, that is St is equal to force per unit length. And you remember another one also, surface tension, or we can say another one, that is the force constant. You remember force constant, or we can also say spring constant. Spring constant, right? See, for this also same, because for these three also same, force per unit length only. And your dimensional formula for force we know, that is ml t power minus 2, and length we know L, so that we'll get the m t power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for given surface tension or force constant or spring constant. And here unit for this we can write here kg per second square, okay, because it is a mass, no, kg per meter square, or we can say the we can also write here, say instead of writing this kg per meter square, you write a Newton per meter. This is how we can write a Newton per meter. So because force, no, force per unit length, force is Newton, and length is per length it's we can say meter. So like this is the next physical quantity, okay. And here we'll see the next one. I think yesterday we did power, and here I'll give you another one. We go for a momentum, that is a linear momentum, or we can say it is a linear momentum, or another one also same, that is we can say impulse, because both are having the same. So impulse. See, impulse usually is represented as, say, momentum is represented as P, so that the linear momentum, that formula P is equal to actually mv, and here impulse is represented as force into time. That I'll show you, both are the same dimensional formulas, because mass is we know, that is m, velocity we know L t power minus 1, because mass is the fundamental, velocity already we know L t power minus 1, and here force into time, that force is nothing but a ml t power minus 2, and time you take t. So bases are same, no, then power is to be added ml t power minus 1. So here you remember linear momentum and impulse are the same dimensional formulas. Linear momentum and impulse are the same dimensional formulas, and the units for momentum is we can say kg meter per second, and whereas for impulse we can say like this, it is a force is a Newton and second, Newton second. So like this we have a dimensional formula, because linear momentum and impulse are the same dimension formula. So we can take both are the same dimension, but units are different. Units are different. See, we should know the statements. If we know the statement, or we should know the formula for the given physical quantity, then by using that formula we can obtain the dimensional formulas. Like this, next dimensional formula I will give you. I think yesterday we did power, right? And here impulse is over. And let us, I'll give you another one. Suppose if I take some constants, because I told you very clear, some constants, say some constants are having a dimension, some constants are having not having a dimension. See, so the constants which are having a dimensions, the constant which are having a dimension, that we can call dimensional constant. See, if the constant do not have a dimension, that we can call a dimensional less constant. See, some constants are not having a dimensions, some constants are having a dimensions. So now I am giving the constant which are having a dimension. See, the constant which are having a dimension we can call as a dimensional constant. It is a very, very important. Dimensional constants are having, some constants are having a dimension. So the which a constant is having a dimension, that we can call as a dimensional constant, right? And you remember, at least we should remember 10 to 15 I told you, no? So that these are the quantities. Now I am giving other dimensional formulas. See, just now I told you dimensional constant. So for that I am giving one example, dimensional constant. That is, you say dimensional constants. See, dimensional constant is nothing but the constant. See, you remember the constant which are having DMF. See, we can say the constant which are having a dimension we can call as a dimensional constant. This is the statement. You remember, a statement is the constant which are having dimension, the constant which are having dimension. So we that we can call as a dimensional constant. For this I am giving some example. Suppose, see, we know universal gravitational constant. See, for that we should write a dimensional formula. Universal gravitational constant. See, for that I am giving now dimensional formula. See, capital G, which represented as gravitational constant. It is a generally constant, right? But for this constant, dimensional formula is there. So this is actually very, very important for IPE. That is a 2 marks question it is. In general IPE question it is, right? Here the formula for this, F is equal to capital G m1 m2 by r square. It is the formula, is the force formula. It is a force, is the gravitational force. We can say F is the gravitational force, right? This is the gravitational force. By using this we have to get a G. So that G is equal to Fr square by m1 m2, right? Here F is nothing but a dimensional formula, already we know, that is ml t power minus 2, and r is nothing but a distance. The distance we can say L square it is by m1 m2. Mass is no, you take as m square, because m1 m2 is equal to, you write here m1 m2 dimension is capital M, no? So you take this m, because it is denominator is there, no? You take up, that is a numerator, it is becomes a negative mass, so that we may get, otherwise you cancel one m, then here one m is left, then you take that up, therefore m power minus 1, bases are same, no? Then power is to be added, that is L power 1 is there, then we can say L cube t power minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula for universal gravitational constant. That's what I am telling. The constants which are having a dimensional formula we can call dimensional constant, because the constant, one example, this is a G. So this is the very, very important dimensional formula, that is about a gravitational constant capital G, right? Again this will get in the next chapter, gravitation, no problem, but you remember here, because we are writing the dimensional formulas, no? Therefore we should remember the dimensional formula for gravitational constant. Okay, and here, So the next constant I'll give you, like that we have other constant dimensional formulas which are important. Now I am giving basically the important dimensional formulas now I am discussing, right? Shall I give you another dimensional constant, the constant which is having dimensional formula? Okay, now I am giving Planck's constant. Second example you take as Planck's constant. See, this is actually h, therefore h is represented as, it is the energy by frequency, right? So energy we know, energy dimensional formula we know, but frequency, sir, what is frequency? You write here frequency also, because frequency is nothing but a 1 by time period. Frequency is nothing but a, we can say 1 by time period, so that we can say t power minus 1. Now you go for a h, that is h is equal to energy we know, that is yesterday in the previous class I was given that is ml square t power minus 2 by t power minus 1. You take this t from denominator to numerator, or else you cancel this, then we'll get ml square t power minus 1. So this is the Planck's constant dimensional formula. It is another example for the dimensional constant, right? Okay, see, like this we have number of dimensional formulas are there. So these are the examples which related to dimensional constant. Like here you go through the material, in that material see we have number of dimensional formulas. Suppose you refer the material or you refer the Telugu Academy textbook, in that there are a number of dimensional formulas are there. Okay, this is about a dimensional constant. Suppose I told you dimensional less constant. Dimensional less constants are nothing but the constants dimensional less. You remember dimensional less is dimensional less. Actually dimensional less in the sense is, we can say it is the dimensional less constant. See, the constants, the constant, we can say statement, the constant, see, which are do not have DMF. This we can say dimensional less constant. See, you remember some constants are not having any dimensions, so this we can say dimensional less constant. Will you clear? Like that, see, we have other also, that is see, dimensional physical quantities. Dimensional physical quantities, that is the physical quantities which are having a dimension, so that we can say dimensional physical quantity. And here are some physical quantities, some other physical quantities also, they do not have a dimensions. So that here that I will tell you dimensional less quantities. Next it is like dimensional less quantity. See, some quantities, you remember, some quantities, some physical quantities, they do not have dimensions. You write here like this, physical quantity not having or no dimensions. Dimensional formula are called dimensional less. The physical quantities, we can say like this, the physical quantity, right? The physical quantity, see, the physical quantity having no dimension, DMF, which we can call dimensional less quantities. For this examples, I'll give you example for this. That is, first example, that is, we can say angle. You remember, angle is the theta. Sir, why this angle do not have a dimension? Because angle theta is defined as, it is arc length, right, by, we can say, radius. So this is the dimensional, this is the formula for angle. So in general, arc length is measured in L, because length only, no, radius also measured in L, so that it is do not have a dimension. So 1 is represented as for angles, for any angle, for any trigonometric function. Yesterday also I told you, any trigonometric functions, you take another one. Suppose I want to say tan theta, it is a trigonometric function. Then also for this no dimensional formula. You go for a sin theta, that is also no dimension. And you take a cos theta, also no dimension, because it is represented as an angle. For the angles, there is no dimensional formula. That's what you say, angle is nothing but a arc length by radius. So length will be cancelled. Therefore, we can say 1 is the dimensional formula. Clear? So this is about a tan theta or sin theta, cos theta. You take as a, like it is a other also is there. That is, we can say the ratio of same the ratio of same physical quantities. The ratio of same physical quantities. You remember the ratio of same physical quantity. Same physical quantity. See, the ratio of same physical quantity also no dimension, no DMF. That I will tell you. Suppose the best example you take as a strain. Strain is nothing but a change in dimension. Change in dimension. That is, we can say dimension is by original dimension. Original dimension. Right? So change in dimension by original dimension, that is represented as a same. So that we can say change in dimension is nothing but a delta L by L. So that LL cancel. We'll get again one. If it is the ratio should be the same quantity, the ratio should be the same quantity, then we can say that is also no dimension. It is the next example. If the ratio of the same physical quantity is also no dimensional formula. Like this, we can say dimensional less quantities, because angle also one quantity, strain also one quantity. Like that, we have other examples also. I'll give you which are not having dimensional formula. The quantities which are not having a dimensional formula, I'll give you the examples. That is, first one is angle, second one is the strain, third one is the relative density, and fourth one is the coefficient of friction, and next one is the coefficient of restitution, Poisson's ratio. Like it is the dimensional less quantities. Dimensional less quantities. I'll give you examples. Like here, you take as a next example, that is coefficient of friction. Right? Coefficient of friction you take, that is mu. Right? So the coefficient of friction also nothing but there is no dimensional formula, because it is also same coefficient of friction also no dimensional formula. So here we can say relative density. Next example, relative density also same. This is also relative density. You say rho r, relative density, also no dimensional formula. Like here next one is we can say coefficient of restitution, Poisson's ratio, and etc. These are the dimensionless physical quantities. Like I also yesterday I told you in the previous class, I'll told you very clear. That is about for number also no dimensional formula. You write here for number, for any number. Suppose in the equation it is represented as a number. For number, no dimensional formula, no DMF. I'll give you example for this. Suppose you take as a kinetic energy. That kinetic energy is nothing but a half mv square is the formula. Here there is a number is there, no? Therefore you leave the number. For number there is no dimensional formula. Mass is represented as m, velocity is represented as Lt power minus 1 whole square. So that it may be represented as m L square T power minus 2. For number you leave, because for number there is no dimensional formula. That's what k is equal to half mv square. Therefore ml t power minus 1 whole square, ml square t power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for like number. There is no dimensional formula. That's what it is an example for this one, right? So like this other examples also, that is for trigonometric function, for logarithmic function, for exponential function, there is no dimensional formula. So whatever the logarithmic functions or whatever the exponential functions and whatever the like you take a trigonometric function. See, for that you take as a 1. Suppose some exponential functions also you take as a 1, and for that exponential you take as also 1. So this is about a dimensional formulas. I'll give you based on that one example for trigonometric functions or logarithmic functions or other next examples also I'll give you. Okay. So we'll go for one example problem related to exponential or logarithmic or otherwise suppose one exponential function I am giving now, you take as an exponential function, that is x of t is equal to, it is given v naught by a 1 minus e power at. Then we ask here in the given is t is nothing but a time is given in the question, right? This is for exponential functions, and v naught is the velocity is given, right? And here x is the displacement is given like this in the question. Then find a dimensional formula, DMF is asking for the given expression. In this you see exponential power e power at is there, no? You take e power at is equal to 1, and again this power also you take as a at is equal to 1. Is asking a, no? Yeah, 1 by t, but t is given as time, no? Therefore 1 by t, it is equal to t power minus 1. This is the way we should approach. We should get the answer to be like this for exponential functions. If any exponential functions are given, therefore you take a derivation, and we can derive like this by using the method like exponential powers. One example. Right? Like that only I will give you another example for logarithmic functions. Suppose I will give you logarithmic functions, that is, let us you take another example for logarithmic functions, log of ax plus bt, the given one logarithmic function ax plus bt. Here where you write like this, where x is the displacement and t is the time, the given is like this. Then find dimensional formula of a and b, right? You take a logarithmic function log of ax plus bt is equal to 1, you say, right? Here this is the solution. We can say solution is like this, log of ax plus bt is equal to 1. In this also inside is given, no? That is also you take as a 1. Therefore a is equal to 1 by x. X is given as displacement. Usually displacement dimension formula is L. So a is equal to 1 by L. Therefore L power minus 1. This is for the logarithmic function. Suppose, and I will give you another one, that is there, no? We have to get b also, so that bt also is equal to 1. Then b is equal to 1 by t. Then b is equal to 1 by capital T. It implies t power minus 1. Therefore dimensional formula for this, b is equal to t power minus 1, a is equal to L inverse. This is the dimensional formula for the logarithmic function. If any logarithmic functions are given, then you take a log of ax plus bt is equal to 1. Yeah, from this within the bracket you take a ax is equal to 1 and bt is equal to 1. Here where in the question only is very clear is given, x is the displacement and the time is the t. Okay, yeah, like here if any trigonometric functions also given. So another example I will give you, trigonometric functions. You go with the trigonometric functions, and now I am giving another example. If any trigonometric functions, so this is basically actually this is very important in the MCET or NEET. So these are examples are very important. Suppose now I am giving for any trigonometric function. Suppose sine of px plus you say q some t, okay, where again the question where, right, x is the displacement is given, you write here, t is the time is given, again you find is asking find dimensional formula P question mark as well as Q question mark. Right? Here you take as a sine solution, again you take, that is a sine of Px plus Qt is equal to 1. Here within the bracket is Px plus Q2 is there, no? Again you take as, let Px is equal to 1 you say, then P is equal to 1 by x. However, x displacement, no, 1 by L, then P is equal to L inverse. So this is the way we have to get the dimensional formulas. So you take a Qt, that Qt is equal to 1, then Q is equal to 1 by T, where T is the time, no, you take as a T, therefore T power minus 1. If any like trigonometric, logarithmic and exponential functions are given in the question, then this is the way we have to get the answers. Clear? See, usually dimensional formulas are very important, because in the first and second year we have number of dimensional formulas are there. So which is not we cannot remember all dimensional formulas. So that by using the method, that is at least we should remember 10 to 15, then we can write all. See, in the previous class also I was given some 10, 12. In the today also I discussed some other dimensional formulas also. So this is the dimensional formulas. How to write a dimensional formulas is to be like this, right? So there are number of physical quantities are there. It is not possible to remember all dimensional formulas. Once again I am telling you. See, everyone remember it is not possible to remember all dimensional formulas, but we can approach by using the formula for the given physical quantity. That's what the given quantity, physical quantity formula we should know. Based on that we can approach the dimensional formulas, or we can get the dimensional formulas. So this is the today's class. Thank you very much, and we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.